My name is Megan McCoy. I'm a principal and operations director at Page, and this is Profiles. I draw design inspiration always from travel, whether it's near or far. It just allows us a chance to reconsider the way we do things. As my role has evolved here, really our clients and their missions have been really impactful to me. They're fierce innovators and they're striving for excellence and they're really passionate in what they do. My father worked in public service. He was a city attorney and he worked on a lot of construction failure projects. So we were always learning about why things failed and how to remedy them, and I found that fascinating. And then my mom has been in, she's an accountant, but she's been in development, land development for a long time. And so I can remember getting up very early as a kid to go see concrete pours and watch, facades being erected. And so I had a lot of access to architecture as a kid growing up and really understanding how it worked and what the influences were that shaped it. So I was curious from a young age. It definitely informed where I am today. I hope to inspire other women by just being vocal, being present, being visible. I tend to like to be in the background. I like to work and shove others to the front. But I do feel a sense of responsibility to ensure that those that are coming after me know that they belong. I mean, Wendy was certainly a key advocate when this network of impactful women was starting to connect in 2016 and 2017. There was no doubt that there was an appetite in this community for togetherness, and really a spark was igniting. Maggie and I did not know how to work social media, still kind of don't. We didn't even really plan weddings for ourselves, and yet those 4 speaking, engagements, whatever it was, we were doing panels, we were doing guest speakers. That lecture series, just the planning alone was more than I have ever planned. And in retrospect, it was a bunch of people offering their homes, their food, their drink, their business so that we could come together. And that was really impressive because we didn't know what we were doing at all. So yeah, I look back on that and I'm like, that was crazy. But again, a lot of it has to do with Wendy being like, you can totally do this, and me being like, are you talking to me? So I appreciated the nudge. And I just see the multiple committees now. It's so inspiring. There's that many people that want to be authors of initiatives and create these unique spaces for sharing. As a woman in this architecture community now, I can't see how people wouldn't feel so supported. And if there's any issue they're struggling with, you have the motherhood panel, you have site tours, we have small firms discussions, we have large firms. There's a woman at every turn in this community that you'll find in Austin in varying project types that from Women in Architecture. And I think that has got to give people confidence to speak up. The advice I would give is trust your gut. That's a big one. I think or at least I personally, questioned a lot of things, and there's no substitute for your intuition. And I really believe that, and now I see it regularly. So I would say that is a big one. And then the other one is just collecting your community thoughtfully, finding people that support you but also challenge you, because that's the group that will really help you kind of understand what your impact is and what your responsibility is. And if that community is growing and evolving and it's thriving, as you change and grow, you have their perspective, And I think it's a little bit of a reflection of the voice that you're bringing. I think personally, my voice has changed over time. What I would tell myself is don't hold back. Probably the most memorable project, impactful project for me was the Buda municipal project, the City Hall and library. I was working on that in the early programming stages, right when I came back from maternity leave with my second kiddo. And for anybody with kiddos, it's a wild time, and you're constantly reminded what a juggling act just getting through a day is. And if it weren't for the mission of that project, the highly democratic architecture and the city's involvement, their passion, they showed up to every planning meeting with enthusiasm and they wanted to really advance their city. And that was a really important project for me because there are pivotal times in your profession where you just don't know if you're going to do architecture or you're going to take a break or your job is to raise tiny humans. And it was one of those crossroads moments, and that project really helped me see this is my passion. And if it's connecting people and communities through buildings or any other number of initiatives, that is wholeheartedly worth whatever those days looked like. So I would say that was a pretty important project for me.